We have a very special guest. I think this is your fifth, I think. But she is the master of slideshows. Um, and she's done such things as my celebrity hit list, but then also my celebrity, what was it, hit list? Yeah, so there was a list of celebrities she likes, then also a list of celebrities she'd punch. The last one she did was about Neanderthals and their relationship to Chuck, yeah, Chuck Mangione. Uh, and so I'm excited to see what this slideshow involves. But give it up for Savannah and my friends to enemies to lovers relationship with a building.
Thank you, Ben. Isn't there nothing more romantic than architecture? Especially 19th century architecture. Hello, everybody. I'm Savannah. Let's talk about it. This is my friends to enemies to lovers relationship with a literal building. That one, right there. And this is going to be a timeline of this year specifically because I don't care about buildings really. I don't have, I study like history and anthropology in college, and I'm doing museum studies in grad school. So I have no relationships to buildings. So, but yeah, so this is, so the timeline starts with January of this year. I'm all about it. I'm all about this building, and I'll tell you why. And then in May, I start to despise this building so much. And then in August, last month, it's the love of my life. I love this building so much. Let's get started. So why are we friends? Why were we friends in the first place? Well, this is the best movie of all freaking time. It's called Somewhere in Time. Yes, that's Superman. That's Christopher Reeve. Rest in peace. We love him. And then that's Jane Seymour. She's a hot cougar now. You've seen her in everything, including like Wedding Crashers. She's the cougar mom in there. And they fall in love. It's so good. So it's literal psycho behavior. Basically, what happens is Superman sees this picture of Jane Seymour and is like, I love this woman. And this woman's dead. She's from like 18 something, but I love her. And he manifests himself to time travel to be with her. And that's relatable to me, psycho behavior. I would so do that. And it's literally bisexual panic. Look how beautiful these people are. I watched this movie a few years ago, and I watched it again in January, and I'm like, okay, now this is my favorite movie of all time. I love this movie so much. I could talk forever about just this movie, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for, what is this? So the movie takes place I'm sorry if I block anybody, but the movie takes place in this real location. It's called it in the movie, it's called the Grand Hotel. That's Christopher Reeve on a bench. And I looked at this hotel, I'm like, I have to go, and I have to lie on this bench. I have to sniff the ground. I have to do it all to this building. And I find out, I find out that there's an event this year, October 3rd to October 5th. And it's something they do every year for this movie specifically at this hotel. And Jane Seymour goes there every year. And I'm like, I must go, and I must hug her or something. And it's so great. And it would be the 35th anniversary of the movie and the 45th of the book it's based on. 35th of the event, 45th of the movie, 50th of the book. So it's a very big deal. So I'm ready to go. No, I'm not. Maybe not, girl. I'm so sorry, Queen. I can't go. So I'm like, fine. We'll just love and adore from afar. It's fine. So what happened? That was not why this is an enemy thing. If I believe in soulmates, I already do. I didn't know soulmates were a thing with inanimate objects until now, because this building haunted me in ways I did not imagine, because I'm all like chilling. I'm like, I would love to go there someday. But what happened was I took this class. It's called Project Management. I'm taking museum studies. I'm so sorry. I hate business classes. For me, it doesn't digest well. I am not a business person. This was a literal hell class for me. So I'm like, fine, fuck it. Okay, I'm gonna try my best. So I'm looking at the syllabus, and we have to do a final project on something, and the professor gives you options of like what you can do your project on, but you have to pick from her options. There's two. Guess what one of them was? Oh my, who's watching me? I felt like someone was mocking me from like God was mocking me or something. And they're like, you hate this class? You're really gonna hate this thing you love now. So I was like, are you shitting me right now? I sent this picture to everybody because everyone knew how much I love this movie. So it felt so funny. So what happened? I had to do so much shit for this project. Please kill me. I hated this so much. Look how much shit I have to do. So I had to do a comms plan. What the fuck is that? I have to do that. I had to make a budget. This is page 1 of 4 of the budget. Look at those numbers. I had to do, look at this. Okay, I had to look up ridiculous crap for this shit. Okay, I had to look up how much a horse and a carriage rental costs generally, and then I had to convert it in the most impossible converter because this took place in 1887. There's not online converters for it, so you have to use like something from 1910 to be like, I'll settle for that. That's fine. And then I had to do like acceptable moisture levels in wood. Oh, you want to know? Oh, go ahead. Think about why I had to do that. You can't. I went so deep into this. I had to basically just figure out how much does wood in winter weigh, and then I had to figure out, well, how much did the horses have to carry to transfer the wood, and then how much and then how many horses would have probably had to carry all that wood. And then I had to do how much weight can a horse pull, which is 1.5 times its weight if it's on wheels. So then I had to do a freaking schedule for like how much I had for how this, basically the project was like, how was this building built? And I had to do all this research on it. So I had to do a whole schedule, and then this was my final project was done in July. It was 28 pages. 28 pages! And okay, that's the longest crap I've ever done in my life. And literally, people say crushes on things and people are just a lack of information. And if that's the case, I'm burdened by knowledge. I hate this building so much. That's how much wood, I know how much wood it's made of. I know how much wood, how much a horse can carry. It was built in 90 days and it's the world's biggest fucking building. It's crazy. Who the governor was, because I had to do a thing of like, how would they get the permissions to like build on this piece of land because it's on an island. I'm like, oh, the governor will have to sign off on it. Oh, I have to put the governor's name on my comms plan, duh. And then workers were paid twice as much to get the work done. So I'm like, I hate this. This is the worst. I feel cursed by a witch or something. So at this point, though, if I don't go to the building, I'm really stupid. So I'm like, I feel like I have to go. Someone's pushing me to fall in love with this building. This is why we're soulmates, me and this building. I went by myself on my birthday. I had the best time in the whole world. I went by myself. I fell in love with every part of this island. It was so great. I went poor doing everything. I went on a ferry for the first time. I ate the most expensive meals I will ever have in my life because it was included with my package. And I got to have like breakfast, lunch, and dinner for Frizzies. And it was fancy crap. It was like oysters and like soup and like duck. And it was and like salad that was like not looking like a normal person salad. It was so cool. And then I got to geek the frick out. I went to all the filming locations and I put the pictures on the movie on top, and then that's me posing. And then I went to like, oh, there's a scene where Christopher Reeve sits in a chair in a theater, and I knew what number the seat was and how they have a plaque. And I'm like, I found out the day that I was walking around that they show this movie at one of the resorts there. And I'm like, I'm walking distance from this resort and it starts in like an hour. I could totally do this. And I'm still on my walk. So I'm like, and it starts to rain and I'm like, I'm going. I could do it. I'm going. And then I walk in and I'm like, I bet it's going to be full. Someone's going to be in that seat already. No. I was like, oh, no one's in the seat. I'm like, no words. I walk up and I plop my ass down. And then there's a plaque there that says Christopher Reeve's ass was on this seat. And then I'm like, yes. And I got to watch this. And that's the scene from the movie. And that's me in the seat. And I'm like, I'm going to cry right now. I'm going to cry right now. It was so fun. And then there's a gazebo. There's no cars there. They're all horses. I didn't put this in the slides, but I saw someone get run over by a horse over there. They lived. It was kind of crazy, but it was. They lived. They're fine. But they have in the hotel itself, which is what I stayed at the hotel, which is why I went poor because it's really expensive. So I got to stay at the hotel, and they have like a little display of the movie there. So that was so fun. There's an end scene. I'm not spoiling it. Watch the movie. There's a part where I was leaving and I was like sad, like waiting for my taxi, and I'm like, that's the part. That's the part. And I was just staring at this part of the stairs for like until my taxi came. I'm like, I have to say goodbye. But it was so fun. It was so fun. And this is how I feel right now, except I have no money. And it was the best time of my life. I loved it so much. I would love to go there again once I have rich people money. But thank you for listening to me. Thank you. Also, I love this movie so much at the gift shop. I didn't even look at how much this cost. I just bought it. It's $36. It's a music box. It plays the song from the movie. So this is going to sound so stupid. I play this every day when I start my day because I'm like,